When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd
Magical.
to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word.
Practically perfect.
A little spontaneity keeps conversations clean.
Super fun.
You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean.
I think that Mary Poppins can really improve on other people's lives.
She's very tricky. She pulls things out of her bag that would never fit, and she is always one step ahead of everyone else.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I think that Bert he's not that sophisticated.
Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis.
He needs to buy a few nicer clothes, but I think he has a really nice heart, and he may be scary at first because of all the soot on his face, but I think that he really is gentle and really nice on the inside.
He goes about his daily life, which is why he's a jack of all trades and isn't particularly well off and is rather filthy, as has been said. But I think that when Mary comes to town, it is a jolly holiday for Bert because it's a magical, very different time for him. He gets to go on these exceptional adventures and feel new things and have just great excitement away from the dull London of the 1900s.
Show-offs.
At first, in the musical, they are trying to get their parents' attention by getting rid of the nannies, and they get rid of them so that the parents can be their parents and not more like babysitters.
If it weren't for Jane and Michael being such ruffian kids, Mary would not come to town. And so I think that I'm grateful that you guys have been so bad to your nannies. He sees them flying kites, trying to run away from their nannies. He's aware of all of that and sees two children who are looking for some love and guidance, and Mary comes along and helps them, and he, I think, really comes to love them.
The father, the Banks father, George Banks, I think that he really needs help, and Mary Poppins wants to teach the children how to help the parents.
She brings them together. She doesn't do all the work for them, but she helps the kids to help the family.
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
I find that Bert lives in sort of an in-between land between the real world and the magical world of Mary Poppins. And so he has a special perspective on what's happening. The relationship with Mary and Bert is pretty complicated, I think. It's very sweet. They're obviously, they just love each other very, very much, and there's a closeness, and there's a hint of romance there that can never be, because she has to go away all of the time. So it's a bittersweet beauty. It's gorgeous and lovely.
Act 1 is pretty much the movie. Act 2, whole different thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of the songs that you know and love from the film, but in a slightly different context. So it really, it brings new life to the film that we all know and love without, I think, taking away from that magic. Two of my favorite moments are all of Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That is such a spectacularly fun number, along with Step in Time. They are two of the funnest, most exhausting, but thrilling numbers to be in. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You can't say it backwards.
So we could lie, pets, skits, and the golf and the creepers.